Well, all right, folks. We didn't really have much of a break here, but that's the way we like it, getting right into game number 2. I mean, we literally just threw up the commercial. It just ended, and we're already into game number 2. That is some quick turnaround time from these teams. They clearly want to get back into it very quickly, and, man, are we going to. Execration versus HighGround, game number 2, now getting underway into the draft. Thank you so much for joining us here. It is the third-place decider for Kappa season number 4, and a big game at that. You're just joining us. Game 1 has just ended, as I just talked about. And pretty, I don't want to say dominant fashion, but I will say HighGround looked pretty good. Of course, this is the second to last series for Kappa Season 4. And we'll have our grand finals later on after the Kiev Major is done and over with.
Kiev Major!
That's right. We got some time.
Woo!
I do want to point out there's $2,500 at stake here. If you get fourth, you get nothing. So I'm pretty sure Execration is going to try to turn it on here. Otherwise, they're going to miss out on some money. It's not, you know, it's not the most insane amount of money in the world, but it is money nonetheless, Trent. And we're going to jump into the draft. It's getting underway. And Trent, buddy, how you feeling?
I'm ready for this. I like the slider again. I think Kamal played it very well last game. So he did very, pretty. I don't know, good at getting the bounty runes. He got his tranquils early. He got his blink dagger on time. He gave the team an opportunity. That sick crush up top, just like not quite there on the follow-up. They almost had it, but just a little bit more mana on that Lena would have been so much better.
Yeah.
Happenstance for the most part. So let's see what HighGround want to do this time. Do they want to take the Abaddon? We know that Aphotic Shield's pretty good against Slardar.
That is the choice. And the question is, does HighGround play a lot of Abaddon? And, you know, I don't remember MTMX playing this Hero Team Watch, so I will say I'm not sure if that's the case or not. I will look it up.
He's more of a playmaker.
Yeah, he is. He really is. He really is. Last game he did play the Omni Knight, but I don't know. Yeah, there's been some Abaddons here and there, very sprinkled throughout their match history. It's a lot of Axe, some Magnus, Omni Knight as we saw last game. Clockwork is another big one too for them. So yeah, there's and Nyx Assassin as well. So there's a lot here for both teams, whether they want to go for you know, playmaking hero, Abaddon. They will pick up the Lifestealer though.
I think 100% if Legion was still in, they would have went Lifestealer Legion, just because very strong offlaner right now, and it counters the Slardar. But I think with the Abaddon, I don't know, maybe they've, you know, they're talking right now, like, do you guys want to do an Abaddon draft, or like, do you just want to like hold this offlaner for after? Because if they don't pick their offlaner now, Axe will be banned almost 100%. I would say. I
like the idea of either Mag or Clockwork because you do, or even Axe too. You have those blink in or jump in initiators with the Lifestealer bomb. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case.
So they could wait to see one more hero, like if it's a Jug or something, they might say, okay, we really want Axe, and maybe he'll get banned at the second phase, but then they can just get a Clockwork or a Magnus, and all three of them have that BKB piercing potential with their ultimates.
Or I was gonna say they could go for Warlock. I was surprised they didn't because they picked it up in a lot of their games, but
yeah. I do think getting a support was the right move, though. We know MTRX is a pretty big hero pool, so they can just pick the right guy, and they're just going to straight up take the core matchup, though, in Execration, and give themselves that Ursa advantage over the Lifestealer.
Yeah, now you got to be a little concerned with your lanes for HighGround. If you put yourself in like an Axe against the Ursa matchup, Ursa's going to dominate it, and you could choose to be aggressive elsewhere with Execration. So I do think Ursa nets you a lot if you pick it, even if you pick it early on here. So it sort of dissuades you from picking anything a little too easy.
It's kind of scary though. Like if he gets glimpsed, he can't do anything. And if he's in Sackstorm and he hasn't popped his ulti, he can't get that nicely timed enrage that you often look for. He doesn't want to buy a BKB. So
That's true.
Is kind of a scary Ursa game to me.
I will say
just from one hero.
I will say if he gets glimpsed, there's a good chance he pops his enrage before getting put into the static storm, like as it's happening. I mean, and that might keep him alive because the enrage damage reduction is actually insane.
But then he misses out on his most powerful part of the fight where he gets the damage boost from his enrage.
So you have to choose one or the other. I think you're right. I think Disruptor was a good pick here. And it still has its uses. Whether or not first pick overall, or rather second pick overall was warranted, I'm not sure. But it seems like it was a good pick now. But we have to get through the draft and see a couple more things. I was going to say Earth Spirit for HighGround, but then I noticed it was banned. Nyx Assassin as well, another good offlaner banned out. HighGround will inevitably pick that offlaner, probably pretty soon too. But some bans are going to come first. Ember Spirit, Tinker, and two more bans come through, one for HighGround and one for Execration.
I've also seen a couple different HighGround Kunkka games, and I think the double combo there between like Disruptor and Kunkka could be very powerful for them. So could be thinking about that. Could be considering still the Magnus and Ogre duo and like the 3/4 potentially. If they want to like really jack up this lifestealer.
We will see. Yeah, that is what I was thinking about earlier. Again, it's one of those playmaking heroes.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm excited. I'm excited for this draft right now. I like Disruptor a lot. I'm glad they picked him. There's so many heroes. I think HighGround's a pretty versatile team. They have a lot to choose from when it comes, especially to mid. I think so. I think DDZ has a pretty wide hero pool. So, but they won't get the Invoker. They will ban that out.
And Knockme will take it for themselves then, and they'll take care of the DDZ Shadow Fiend then. The minus armor synergy, Lifestealer, and Shadow Fiend Knockme coming here. So,
all right.
Tough to choose an offlaner, of course. We are up against the Ursa, so he's very difficult to deal with. You probably want someone that can do camps and get something out of the jungle, because Ursa is #1 at shutting people out of lane, best core. So expect a hard time here for MTRX.
Regardless of whatever hero he has. I'm not really sure what you get against an Ursa that's good, if anything, in lane.
Yeah, nothing's really amazing, honestly.
I don't know, man.
It's a hard life.
It is. Lena comes out for HighGround, whether it is their mid hero or their 4-position support remains to be seen.
Good pick.
I think it's okay with Disruptor. It's a good combo. It's not quite like a Rubik Lena, but it's pretty solid overall. And it leaves your draft pretty open and versatile. So Execration really don't have too much information on where this is going yet.
They could maybe consider a Batrider. I don't know if HighGround, I don't see them play much Batrider though, but this would be kind of an okay game in terms of like he can do camps well, and he can lane somewhat okay versus an Ursa as long as it's not like a full tri lane with 3 stuns or whatever.
Yeah, they could go for it.
And gives you the Infest Bomb with the Lifestealer. It gives you vision for Disruptor. There's actually a ton of Batrider synergy with this draft. You have Lena who can burst down during Lasso too. So if they have a Batrider player, now's the time.
That's the question. Is MTRX a Batrider player? Well, let's look. Let's check it out.
I haven't seen it lately from them, so.
Yeah, in terms of like their team, they don't play it that often. In terms of MTRX, well, let's find out. Let's see if he picks Batrider. Yeah, he's got 11 games of Batrider on record in esports. Not a giant win rate, a 36% win rate with it, which isn't very good. So, in fact, I think it might have.
Please, no.
I think it's pretty. It is his lowest win rate hero, by the way. Like,
damn, dude.
It's that, and then like IO and Witch Doctor. Yeah, dude. Time to get it up to at least 40% or something. Oh, damn.
I know. I really am the best.
You really are. It's insane.
What can I say?
It is a good game, but then they pick up the Weaver instantly after that, and they're like, okay, well, what's get a Lincoln Sphere Builder?
Yeah, so this will probably be Ursa mid then. So they're just like, yeah, we know that's a shit matchup for Ursa. You got us. Wow, hair stuck on this Weaver. Like, that's not fun for Batrider. So already he's like, all right, well, guess I'm jungling again, and that's fine. I mean, you force him into a mid Ursa versus potentially a Lena, so he'll probably need some decent assistance here. Or they'll just pick another mid that shits on Ursa last.
Dragon Slave spam on Ursa. Fun times, let me tell you. Well, we'll see anyway. Sniper ban out. They don't want to take it for themselves. What is another better matchup than Lena against Ursa? Like,
oh yeah, that's true. They could just do like this support Weaver, or this like off lane Weaver potentially. That's smart.
Well, okay, but 10 seconds remaining. The question is, if they do go mid Ursa, which now after you mention that is looking likely.
Lena.
All right, well then, I think we have our answer. We'll probably find a 4-position support next.
I'm sure there's probably some pro play. I know. I remember in 1437's videos, he was saying that he doesn't think anything beats Lena mid right now in the patch. In terms of just like straight up 1v1, which is probably fair. I mean, there's heroes that lose more to her. There's heroes that trade relatively even or can abuse the jungle enough that it's kind of okay. But in terms of just being like, aha, the counter to Lena,
and there's not much.
No.
This feels like a couple patches ago. Remember when Smell was playing a lot of the Lena games, like, I don't know, before TI5, TI6, I can't remember, but it's been a couple patches since I feel like we've seen Lena on top. Or have we? I can't really remember. My memory's not as good as it used to be. I don't know.
It's been a while.
All right, well, the last pick's coming out, a couple bans. It is the Ricky ban. There is 0 seconds of reserve time for HighGround, so they can, if it gets to that point, a random is coming out. Just throwing that out there. Execration have a minute for themselves, and they'll take a moment to think about what they want to get. Do they want to get a support, or not a support, excuse me. Well, they need to get an offlaner. It's Buck, but I think, right?
Well, that's the thing.
Or Slaughter.
They had so many options, right? They could offlane the Weaver. They could offlane the Slaughter.
Yeah.
They could offlane the Puck. They could. There's all kinds of random ass shit.
Yeah, the Slaughter, it throws me off because I see Slaughter and I think of him as a 4th position support now, and then I'm like, oh wait, he was played as 3 for a long time.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I don't know. It's going to depend on this last pick from HighGround. Again, like they gave themselves a very nice advantage in this draft after this Ursa came out first.
Yeah,
because now exactly this. Like this is all just straight up matchup Dota. Like it all started with Execration picking that Ursa, and then HighGround like, all right, that's it. Like we're gonna get this Bat Rider, and now your Ursa's screwed. So you get put into this Weaver, and then they're like, okay, we'll grab a Puck. It's like, okay, we'll grab TA.
Jesus.
So I'm either gonna trade and get insanely great farm mid with your Ursa, like my life will be pretty fine, which probably won't happen. Weaver is not gonna come mid against me. This is great. I think HighGround have an excellent draft.
Yeah, it looks really good for them. They're gonna have MTRX is like, guys, this is my time. I know my win rate's not good on Bat Rider, but listen, this is the perfect game for it. But we'll see if Execration can turn it around. I was looking at my desk. You know that that string that was on my shirt that I told you about, Trent? This is real crazy stuff, by the way. I did think it was a spider, and I balled it up, and I put it on the desk next to me because I was playing with it. And I looked back, and it looked like a spider, a dead spider, and it freaked me out a second time. I don't know what's happening to me today, honestly, dude.
Shirt string the resurrection. Damn, dude. Hard life.
It's really just... It's a weird morning. It's a very weird morning for me today. We'll get a pause real quick and get things underway momentarily. But see what happens here. So you talked about the matchups. I'm one to favor HighGround based off of that. I don't know. What chance does Execration have in this game after the draft is done? I mean, what do you give them?
I mean, definitely still a winnable lineup for sure. I don't think it's like over, but like 35%.
35.
Let's say that's fair.
35%, man. That's it doesn't seem like a good matchup for them. We'll see what ends up happening. Felix is going to go ahead and smoke up. Kimuel will break said smoke with Shikuchi and get out before he's been noticed. So Felix is like, well, there's somebody here.
Yeah. So that will be the support Weaver then. So he's just going to be generally obnoxious.
Yeah, it is.
You don't want to commit like Glimpse and Stagstorm to a support. So this should be a pretty good game for support Weaver, honestly. If he builds up into the Aghanim Scepter eventually, that would be God tier.
Yes.
So
we will see. We shall see if that's going to be the case. All right, get out of there, buddy. Felix, you're crazy. LSA, nice hit. Shikuchi's going to be done momentarily, but Lance is not there with the open wounds yet. So just enough duration on that Shikuchi for him to get out. Or Shikuchi, as the Japanese say. It's not actually pronounced Shikuchi. It's pronounced Shikuchi. It's a little tip there for you, Trent. I know you're not the biggest anime watcher like myself. Also,
that's true, I'm not.
Do you know where Shikuchi came from? Because I can tell you that too.
No, I don't.
Okay,
Please.
So there's a anime. It's an old one. Well, not really that old. It's like
God.
the 90s.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah, this is interesting. We'll keep our eyes peeled here. Oh, they're waiting right around the corner. Do they have glimpse or anything? No kinetic field. LSA will hit. Will he go for kinetic field is the question. Shikuchi is able to get off in time. BYB still chasing this down. He's a Slithering Crush. Come on. LSA comes out. Oh, the Slithering Crush is going to get it in time to slow. And Lance will secure it. And now the body blocks are there. There is another. Oh, they get off the kinetic field as well. Is this enough? Kimuel can't walk in. BYB, Slithering Crush comes out, but so too does the LSA. And Lance will get first blood. Man. I was getting all ready for my trivia, and the action happened, and I just didn't need to talk about it anymore. It was great. But I will still regale you with it later.
Please do.
Right.
I'm still intrigued.
So it's from a show called Rurouni Kenshin. One of the characters that Kenshin fights later on. He's a samurai, by the way. A wandering samurai. Very popular anime. It's actually on Toonami back in the day. But Shikuchi is essentially just he can move very quickly. This guy that he has to face can move extraordinarily fast. That's what it is.
Courier.
Oh! Oh my God, it's going to live.
Stone.
I can't believe it actually lived with 10 HP. So
Not
good.
enough, man. Gotta get that second hit.
Kimuel is so mad right now.
Yeah.
He's very triggered. They put a lot of effort in this early game. Just these rotations are very close to actually working out for Execration. They almost found the rune. They had some good stuns there. They almost get the courier, but now it is HighGround and HighGround alone, I believe, here for the beginning of this game. We'll keep our eyes peeled on MTRX top lane. It is going to be the Ursa. They're going to telekinesis him back. They have no Earth Shock. It is just the Fury Swipes for now. But here comes Kimura as well. No Firefly for the Bat Rider. He does have a TP Scroll. Winter does not have a telekinesis for another 11 seconds. They'll continue to Shikuchi, and MTRX is going to try to get out here. But Shrine is available.
Really wants to force the Shrine.
Yeah, they might. He's thinking about it.
He wants to use his mana first. He doesn't want to have to use the Shrine.
Yeah, he wants to be efficient. And Kimura can't stand here now. 3 stacks of Sticky Napalm. MTRX is like, if you walk up again, I'll kill you.
He might die.
Shikuchi, MTRX is baiting this out pretty well. He's going to shrine it up. And Kimura now, Shikuchi is down for 6 seconds, but MTRX is not the fastest. Even with boots, he can't quite turn around in time to get things going there.
That was so well played by Kimura. Honestly, that's perfect. The fact that you make him waste that Shrine is so good against the Bat Rider because he still had like 60-75% of his mana pool left when you're diving this guy. And he just wants to spam his whole thing on one of these camps because he needs all of those stacks of napalm if he wants to get level 2.
Oh, DDZ's got to have to be careful here. He did have his refraction. He'll be fine, but... We saw this matchup the other day, and I think James was also playing it. Uh-oh. Refraction. Shikuchi is there. Do they have enough damage here? Kimura taking a lot of tower hits. Illusory Orb, he will avoid it, and Mo's nearby. James taking a lot of tower damage. Fairy Fire keeps him alive. They will get the kill on the Weaver. He goes down to the creeps. I think it was like a range creep or something that hit him. I don't know what happened there, but DDZ baits out almost 2 deaths coming out from Execration.
Yeah, this puts James still in a pretty shitty spot.
BYB, they've spotted him, but here's the bottle, and now BYB is the one in trouble.
A glimpse and kinetic field, but Kimura's coming in.
I don't know. Kinetic field will come out. There's the refraction used up as well, and DDZ's just going to sit around, and so much early rotation coming out from Execration, and they're just not getting enough done except for that Bat Rider getting his Shrine up top.
Hey, man, this Weaver's a Shrine Forcer, dude. He gets both those Shrines down.
Is that all he is, though, is the question.
He's not now.
He's not a courier killer, I'll tell you that much. He's also not a TA killer either, based off the early game.
Yeah, and he's still level 1. So a little bit of a rough go over, one could say. Slardar as well, in the jungle. Living the life, the dream. He's got a Quelling Blade now coming in.
Kimura is potentially dead. There's a sentry there. LSA will hit, and Rage will help Lance secure the kill as Mosin gets the last hit. So, but as you mentioned, though, Slaughter is going to be in the jungle now, level 2. Again, early rotations from him, not getting him too much. MTRX is also level 2 now, getting telekinesis back. They do have Earth Shock. They will use it, but MTRX does not seem to be too concerned. But yeah, again, he's not getting the most farm in the world on either the Bat Rider or on the Slaughter. So, but James again living very dangerously, also mid lane. Needs to be careful. Damn, one more side blade hit would kill him. Oh my God! They already used Illusory Orb. One more auto attack. LSA perfectly done it from Felix. That was beautiful. I did not see him rotating there. He just threw out the Dragon Slave casually. Nicely done. LSA coming through as well. That was insane. He did leave it. I thought he was going to pick it up there.
That was weird.
Wow.
I don't know what the play was there.
I don't know. That was some miscommunication, Dota, if I've ever seen it, though. But to such a, I don't know if it's a bad start. It does feel like a bad start for Execration. It doesn't feel great, but
yeah, it's pretty bad. Like 3 minutes in, your Slardar. Oh, sorry, 4.5 minutes in, your Slardar has Iron Talon. Like basically, he's gained like 200 gold.
Woo! He'll get there someday, man. It'll happen. But for now, I mean, it's not like the Bat Rider's doing much better, though. 8 last hits, level 3, almost level 4. But this is where he starts getting jungle creeps. He does end up getting the level 3 Firefly, which I think is valuable. I mean, he got the Flame Break really early on here. I'm not sure why.
Maybe he was hoping he'd go for a kill. Maybe the Rubik
maybe he was
trading
trying to go
too
on.
much.
Yeah, I think it was when Camille was coming up, and maybe he skilled it. I don't remember. It's been a while. But, it's a bit of a weird build for him in terms of abilities. DDZ mid he's got a Blightstone too. He's having a great time. You know, could be better. But Ward, MTRX is now going to have. There's 2 wards around this top lane. They have so much vision here. It is insane.
Yeah, and they had 3 wards.
And it's gone. It was 3 wards though. Yes, you're right. But
this one's been here that whole time too. Just like, and that's the thing. They put so much pressure on this Bat Rider, and he's still getting as much as the Slardar, who's just like, I don't know, jungling. Like, no one's committed to him. Disruptor's pulling. He's getting plenty of experience. He's level 3.5.
I'd say a pretty good early game for HighGround. Lance is getting great form too. Ursa does have 1 CS more, but it is still fantastic for HighGround right now. And then, of course, the big matchup, 36 last hits to 25 mid. However, DDC getting rotated on. He does have a ward, so they see him, and DDZ's like, I will back. They will drop, despite him backing up, they drop a ward there anyways before dropping the sentry, and they won't even drop the sentry, which I find kind of interesting. They're saying, hey, drop a ward here. There's probably one right there, which he's still not going to do it. Side trap will come out.
Gotta save it if they want to hope of killing DDZ,
I don't know.
though.
This is crazy. And Felix is ready for rotation.
Yeah, they might be.
They know there's a ward now there. They should know there's a ward. I hope. Kimmy's just like, get me out. See you later. De-ward that, Felix. Do you have a sentry? He doesn't. Rough. Meanwhile, MTRX is de-warding the ward that's about to die in about a second.
Are they double stacking? Oh, no, only Mosin stacking. Felix he's not on the ball here. He's just running past. Structure's like,
he doesn't
dude,
care.
What are you doing? Our TA. Think of our TA.
You lost efficiency, Felix. The one mistake you've made in like the past 3 days.
Now, I can't tell if he... Yeah, he was definitely spotted through there, so they should
know.
know.
They saw him.
He's just going to show on the wave anyway,
they
so...
Saw him, yeah. It doesn't matter. It makes this lane a bit easier for them. Batter getting some more farm at least.
Yeah, it's very serious kill potential. Ooh, they don't hit the W, though.
Dragon Slave's range is insane. Meanwhile, mid lane, DDZ about to get caught. Dreamcoil will go. It'll break as well. They have Telekinesis, Fade Bolts, and a big kill. LSA comes out. Good phase shift from James. So finally, they'll bring down the TA, and it's a much-needed kill that actually evens things up for the most part with James and the TA, and will as he continues to farm. Now that TA is dead for a good 14 seconds. So pretty big kill there for Execration.
And a lot of that probably coming from the fact that Lina did rotate top and wasn't around mid to help out, and they missed that opportunity on the Ursa just by knocking like a flame break into more stacks and whatnot. So, a good break for Execration. MTRX will just again be forced back to the shrine by well, but won't have to pop it. No real threat, and he can look for some farm of his own. So, DDZ, this is where the money starts coming in, though.
It's the TA time over at the Ancients. He's gonna be feeling pretty good about this. I love the fact that you could slow it now, too, with a side trap. It makes it so much easier for you when you think about it. It's so important. But
now, there is one nice advantage for Execration this game, and that would be Roche. Like, in terms of taking Roche quickly, they have the advantage. However, I will say in terms of fighting around the actual pit, I'd probably give the edge a little bit to the Radiant just because of Bat Rider and Disruptor. But, you know, they have Puck. They have Slardar. You know, not the worst heroes around the Roche pit.
Yeah. It depends on vision, things like, you know, scans, things like that. Bottom lane, BYB, Thunderstruck, but Glimpse won't really work here, so it is level 2. Lance has picked up a Midas, and not only that, but he's his phase boots already, too. So Lance he's going to have some really good farm this game, Trent. I mean, let's be honest here. It's going to be nuts. Treads should be done for DDZ as they'll take another Ancient stack. Just a solo stack, not really stacked at all. Not stacked. Yeah, that's not stacked yet. Felix slacking on the job, perhaps. Come on, you got to earn your paycheck, Felix. A lot of that is by doing things for DDZ. But looking at the net worth graph, it's been somewhat quiet. Is he dead? Glimpse back. He looks to be dead. Infest out. Lance will get the kill. Waning Rift will not hit. Dreamcoil, however, will. He will TP, and with Dreamcoil already used, he will just be fine. So easy kill. Good stuff.
We do have a lasso potential coming up here at level 8. Currently level 7. Has not gone for an MTRX. Just going for that farm. Making his way through that little jungle.
He's getting there, man. And
oh, Roche is on the way. It's Roche time.
Is it? Oh, they see mid, though. They just want DDZ. Blink comes out. They will go instead on Felix, who should die here. Side trap to come out. DDZ was slowed up for a moment, still with that Earth Shock. Now he'll pop the illusion rune that he gets, or at least take it. Now pops it. He's trying to get into the pit. He is in trouble perhaps here. And Rage will come through DDZ. They've got Refraction, but won't get it off in time. The Illusion of Waning Rift hitting up perfectly, and Mighty Savior finds himself a double kill. All right, it's starting down around. Meanwhile, Kimmy Wall Bottom is going to get caught. They had the Dust Up Lance had trapped him in there, and he's able to bring him down at the very least. But again, this Ursa getting really good farm, and now they will take Roche as there's no DDZ for 15 seconds. They know this is happening, but can they stop it? They will TP up this Disruptor who is serious lack of mana. He is forced to Shrine. Static Storm is ready, DDZ is up in 3 seconds with Corrosive Haze and Rage not there. The Static Storm, Kinetic Field. Uh-oh, BYB, you are done. Dragon Slave comes down as well. The LSA isn't enough damage to bring down Mighty Savior. He still does not have Enrage. He's trying to get up. The side trap is there. Can they bring him down? Good telekinesis. They'll chase after Winter G. Kim will here as well. Dragon Slave, Felix gets a double kill. LSA hits onto 2. Laguna Blade onto James, and they will almost all certainly die. Kimuel gets dusted up, but Glimpse back is there. And they get off the kinetic field. The Shikuchi has already been used. Kimuel is done. It is a team wipe. DDC says, thank you very much. I will take that triple kill. And Mosin is going to die to the catapult. No! You fool. Just go in the Roche pit. Meanwhile, they do get the tower bottom too.
He even killed the bug.
Uh-oh. They are not giving this up.
They can't do it fast enough. I don't think DZ has the damage quite yet. He's just sitting on so much gold, right? Like, no blink, no deso.
This is still dangerous, man. Are they going to fight over this for this long? Lance is here now. He's like, listen, you need me. I understand. I was taking the tower. That's fine. Dream Coil onto MTRX. Firefly's there. He breaks it. Phase shift will come through. Illusio blows up 1. Now Lance is trying to fight. James going to get caught. No phase shift for 2 seconds. One more auto attack. Phase shifts it. They can't quite get it done. Dragon Slave will clip him and bring him down. Now another LSA onto 2. In the same exact spot. Is it going to be enough? Winter G in trouble. There's going to be the Earth Shock and the Enrage. Brings down the TA. A double kill from Mighty Savior. And they're going to look for more. Felix is going to get jumped on. Good LSA. Glimpse back into Mighty Savior. He's trying to turn around on Lance. This is such a dangerous fight. MTRX is back in 5 seconds. What a manly game. But, Dear God.
I mean, they have the medallion. They have Slardar. This Roche is dead.
Potentially. No Static Storm is up, but it misses. LSA, though. Laguna Blade. Can they break down Mighty Savior? He does not have Enrage. He'll drop again. Glimpse back will find more. Kimuel. Hishikuchi's away, though. Flame Break not going to hit. Dragon Slave misses as well. Oh, this is so crazy.
The respawns are so low. I keep thinking they're just going to get it, and suddenly there's 5 heroes back. Lance, I thought that was dead for sure.
Lance is probably the big winner of these fights. I have to, even though like DDZ got like a triple kill, like he died there. They're gonna try to finish it off. Kinetic field to stop this aggression. BYB's gonna wrap around anyways. Still no blink for him, not even close in fact. And again, they can't kill it. They just can't do it. They need the medallion or something. They just don't have it. So either Execration take this or HighGround continue to fight them until Execration eventually die for long enough that they can take it. I don't know, man. By the time they go into Roche Pit again, though, they're going to have up that Static Storm.
So
Static Storm in 30 seconds. Mosin is like, if I could just live long enough, we could just stop them for long enough. There's 2 side traps in the pit. So, and MTRX is like, oh, he's so close to blink. Oh, my God. He needs to wait 20 seconds for this blink dagger. And then, obviously, the courier has to figure it out. I almost think it's time to leave Execration. You've been here long enough. You know how much farm you're losing? Uh-oh, Firefly glimpse back onto Mighty Savior. MTRX will have his Trinkles back up in 9-6. He also has Wand
They have ulti, and right now, Static Storm is back up.
They do get the blink for James, though. It's ready right now. Side trap will go. Kimuel sitting at half HP himself. BYB's like, I'm just going top. We're not fighting this anytime soon. I need blink desperately. And he really does. He's very far away. But the blink has been purchased up and is flying soon for MTRX.
God. Battle of the Couriers, bringing these blinks in.
Dude, this is like... Have you ever seen anything like this?
This is one of the longer Roche contests in a long time.
It's nuts. We might finally, I don't know, spread out.
It's too tanky for the Radiant to take at this point. And DDZ has a blink available to him. See if he ends up going
did they see that? They did it right on the side trap. That is perfect. The scan will hit up as well. The blink is now there for the bat. Right, it should be anyway. He has the Infest Bomb. They'll smoke themselves up. This is the perfect time. There's nobody in the Roche Pit, though. The smoke will not break. Let's see if they find anybody. Mid is where the action is. DDZ has spotted them out. They're going to jump in. Lasso comes out. They will bring down this bug. Static Storm. They found the kinetic field as well. And Mighty Savior LSA'd up. He is dead, down for 30 seconds. That is the perfect blink reveal from MTRX. The Infest Bomb is there. And they just waited long enough to get all those items up and ready. And they're going to just take the tier 1 tower. They're like, screw Roche. It's like at half HP now. Actually, higher than that. It's regen up pretty far. Until DDZ gets his death, so this is not happening. He blinks in. Meld Strike comes out. Winter G might stay alive. The glimpse is there, though, and he will fall. One more auto attack and the Dragon Slave coming in. Felix gets the job done. So, again, all these kills, Roche will not be taken. They're looking for more. Jump in. Kimuel is going to scooch you away in time, and he will make it out.
This literally just happened because like 5 minutes ago that roaching started.
Uh-oh. Oh, Lance armlet toggle. All right, he's good. Maybe. Rage. Glimpse back. That was onto the Ursa, and James is dead now. James is, oh my God, he was one auto attack away from killing Lance. He's like, you've got to be kidding me. Meanwhile, Kimmy coming in from the back lines. The swarm will go, and everyone will dodge it. Felix using his LSA in a pretty good spot. DD is picked up for Kimmy himself, who, by the way, is Medallion. I don't know, I think you already talked about that earlier. But
yeah, he had that mega early on, too. I mean, that kind of happens with these support weavers that don't even buy boots, which is a pretty big investment in the early game.
Oh, man, this is nuts.
Yeah, that was like a 6-minute Roche fight. That's crazy.
I would say longer almost, but
God. And well, at the start of the game, what did he say? He said like, what are the odds they win this game? Was like, I said 35%, I think, for Execration.
Yeah.
They actually put themselves in such a good spot with that first Ursa rotation. Like, he bought that blink, he TP'd his shrine, he got an immediate double kill, and they went into Roche. I thought they won. I was like, all right, this game's
over. Go on to game 3.
But then Mosin, because of how greedy he was able to be down bottom, because they had such a weak offlaner in the slider, he got so much experience pulling all these camps. He was level 6.
That static storm came out at the perfect time. You're absolutely right.
Oh my God, they were insane. And then somehow they hold for 90 more seconds, so
think
he gets
they
the
were,
second one.
Yeah, that one I think was a bit greedy from Execration to try to go for that. I think they were not expecting the first one. That's forgivable. But the second one, I know they really want Roche. They don't want to give it away, and that's fine. But they could have maybe not committed so hard. BYB top lane glimpse back into an LSA. Nope, just a Laguna, not even needed. Lance is going to go in, and they will take the tier 1 tower, or at least attempt to. Perhaps they can get into Roche. No, because there's a side trap, and now Roche is full HP. So,
yeah, side trap's doing work. I like how he had 2 in there as well, where he had like 1 right on Roche and 1 here, just in case like certain sentry angles might not catch both, and they might think that they got it.
Dude, Felix is an ONH player. Let's be honest.
Yeah, he really is. He's played like best this game for sure. Like, he had the most unbelievably important Dragon Slave snipes at the start, like those big Roche fights, and Mosin as well playing another god.
That was a ridiculous glimpse. Did you see how fast?
I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah, that's like that. It's not even his fault, man. That just sucks. Blink, phase shift, lasso, LSA. Even with that extraordinarily long glimpse, it's still not enough. Lance gets telekinesis. He has rage. He doesn't want to use it. He's like, I have open wounds. That's a glimpse back. Poor Rubik. Dude, Glimpse LSA is doing so much work.
Yeah, Glimpse is a pretty good spell, guys.
It really is. This second pick Disruptor has worked out very well for them. By the way, Lance went for that Solar Crest. Was it him that did it before, too? I can't remember.
Yeah, I think it was, actually.
That's hilarious.
Other Lifestealer game with it.
The Solar Crest, I believe Halberd is what it was, I'm pretty sure.
It was something.
It was I'm pretty sure it was Halberd, I think. Let me look. I'm interested now. Got a match.
The game.
Yeah, it's been a while. It was like a week ago or something like that. 15 days ago. That sounds right. Nope, that's not it. Oh, my camera's not on the right spot.
It's all right, bot.
14 days.
Oh, here it is. I got it.
What is it?
It was it.
Solar Crest, Bloodthorn, Halberd.
No,
it was Halberd.
No.
It was Halberd. I was right.
He also did that Armlet Solar Crest, just straight Halberd.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's the same game. Okay, just not saying the order. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. The order, I was just throwing out the names of the
and yeah, he's looking at Assange again, so he's thinking Halberd.
It worked out pretty well for him last time. I think against Ursa, it's fantastic. They will take Roche finally. That's it. But they still are going to try to fight, even though that it's there. James, lasso not in time. Lance jumps in. They are going to blow up MCRX. Good static storm. No, he's still alive somehow. Finally will go down. They'll take 2, including the Aegis. James dies yet again. Lance is like, you can run at me. I don't think you can really do anything about it. Good LSA, but actually the blink in time from Mighty Savior. The glimpse is there. The kinetic field on the other side of the Laguna Blade down. BYB going back to the other fight. Rage coming out. Winter G is like, I am dead. LSA comes in again. Felix is just owning. And Rage is not there for 6 seconds from Mighty Savior. Despite that, he is still pretty tanky. Lance getting turned down here. LSA, though, is in time. Kimuel, the armlet toggles are there. Lance is able to get out. Kimuel cannot finish it off. Has to time lapse. What a fight again. And glimpse back. Kimuel's like, you've got to be kidding me. The LSA perfectly timed again. DDZ finds himself a triple kill. And it's looking pretty bad, Trent.
Yeah, I think HighGround might be 2-0 in this one. As our score indicator is a dirty liar, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Execration did not win game 1.
That is not correct, Admin. It's okay. It happens.
BYB's like, no, please. Weird glimpse, but and the kinetic field doesn't hit, but the LSA sure will. Felix is just a god. I don't care what anybody says. He is just so good.
All those people bad-mouthing Felix.
I know there's a lot of you out there. Well. All right. We'll see what happens next. As, again, doesn't look great. What's the net worth advantage? Almost 12,000. Experience advantage of 15,000 for HighGround. So there are some towers up. It's, I mean, we essentially spent 10 minutes around the Roach Pit. That's what it is.
Yeah, this is a pretty wild game. It's one of those games that just kind of gets decided early and takes some pretty big throws to turn it around. So DDZ will make it out. Not going to be part of said throw. Wow, there's actually a blink on BYB there. Maybe it was just off cooldown or something. But
I don't know what happened. Maybe they just got vision of him. Finally, the Veil picked up for the puck. He's pretty low in net worth. This Lena has a force.
Yeah, it's like half the lifestealer.
Yeah.
Did he pick up the staff first?
Oh, he's going SNY. He's not going Halberd.
Pretty cool, just for the anti-Ursa. The force staff first on Lena. Not exactly the most common item, even for support Lena, but I like it. Makes sense.
Lance is not going Halberd.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I wonder if Ursa's going. Yeah, he probably thinks that he might buy BKB this game, and he would be right if he does. Oh, well, I guess BKB doesn't help you anyway. Stupid Halberd. Weird item.
It is.
That no one loves.
I like it. I mean, it's not very good, but I like it.
Oh, MTRX. Getting ready here with the Infest.
Yeah, they're ready to go. Blank Lasso, James is dead again. See you later. Rage, open wounds, glimpse. And here comes the HighGround push. Dude, this strat, right from the get-go, you talked about the matchups, and it has worked out perfectly in HighGround's favor. I mean, there's some really disconcerting stuff perhaps earlier on in the game, but other than that, they're just going to...
Dude, they got owned in the draft. Like, destroyed. That, I mean, God.
It was not close.
And hey, man, we're going to help that MCRX Batrider win rate, I think.
Yeah, it looks like it'll be up to perhaps 40% or something. We'll wait and see. And they will secure themselves not only the Tier 3 tower, but the racks as well. Luckily enough for Execration, there are Tier 2 towers still up and available. Thank God for that, I suppose.
Yeah, and they are going to keep executing. Just probably one or two more good lasso picks to fully secure this game. Not quite out of the woods yet.
Dude,
very likely
that Batrider pick is owned for them.
It really has.
Like, it's all of these picks. The Lena pick was great. Just showing why this hero is dominant right now, even in a support role. However, here comes the rest of the team for Execration. Jump in, Southern Crush comes out. The Rage is there in time. LSA, oh no, this poor Ursa. The Shrine, can he stay alive? No, he cannot. Lance will chuck him down with DDZ. BYB may very well be next. Kimuel gets two-shot almost, finally gets the time lapse off. LSA misses, but Winter G does steal Refraction. He keeps him alive a bit longer. But that's it. They really tried fighting around that Shrine. Now there's the silence up onto Kimuel. He gets meld struck and dead, because guess what? DDZ has an Orchid and is well on his way to his Bloodthorn. And the Shrine will end up dying. For sure.
Damn. It's like a race between Lance and DDZ. Who can get these ridiculous items fastest?
That is the question.
I wonder what Lance will enter into the competition now that he's SNY. Maybe a second Bloodthorn. Go all out.
I mean, does he really need it is the question. AC, perhaps? I don't know. It's really weird.
Yeah, he'll probably just build an AC, I'm sure. I don't even know if he'll build an item, honestly, by the time this game's over. But
oh my god, he had to phase shift.
Phase shift.
He's Fireflied up too, and he is dead. Damn. Yeah, he was going to die one way or the other, I think, man. There's nothing he could do there.
Can someone GG out for this poor puck? I feel bad.
I mean, they're going to keep fighting. It is, again, the last game of C Kappa for these guys.
That's true.
So... well, potentially the last game, I should say, unless we see some gigantic throw / comeback. Which I don't know if it's possible at this point.
All right. That'd be pretty incredible.
Right, wouldn't it?
Like, look at DDZ right now.
Uh-oh.
This is almost throwable.
Okay, well, he's dead for 70. Man. Commentator's Curse strikes again. Laguna Blade, Mighty Saber should still live. He even doesn't have his enrage, but he's fine. Kimmel might not be so lucky. Instead, they turn their attention elsewhere. They get the Courier, too. It came out. Glim's back. That's Mighty Savior. He doesn't have Enrage, and Lance is like, yes, thank you very much. I will take thank you. So it was throwable for a moment, but HighGround corrected the ship, and we're sailing onwards.
Yeah, that's pretty random.
He just, I don't know, he thinks he can 1v5 him, I guess, which is not a bad assumption considering how this game is gone. It's just it's just a thought. Just a thought.
Maybe.
Well, Trent, I mean, what else is there to talk about here?
Too. Well, our grand final.
Yeah, it's about that time.
Yeah, pretty much. They'll probably just, keep pushing, maybe think about Roche. I'm sure when TA spawns, she'll probably just TP top, make her way to the shrine, run up. They'll try and force that, hold mid tower, or mid wave rather, and just keep the pressure up. If you're on the Dire side, and you're like, how do I win this game? First Puck is like, guys, I need space. I gotta get myself a Lincoln Sphere or something. Because this is just getting absurd.
It's not great. I mean, let's be honest, his impact is not what they would have liked it to be this game. I mean, they had a couple good kills earlier on with it. DZ bought a Shadow Blade, by the way. He's like, I'm not even going to complete the Bloodthorn. I don't need it. I'd rather have a Shadow Blade instead to kill all of you.
Oh,
Lasso, is it? Yeah, it's Ursa this time, which is almost worse than losing the Puck. He does a buyback, however, which I guess is good. Not that it's going to do anything. Phase shift, but it will be good blink, actually. That was pretty insane. That is insane. But he still is probably dead. Another phase shift comes out. Good Dream Coil. All right, this isn't looking that bad, actually. They're turning it around. Lance is getting low, and they'll kill him as well. LSA comes through, break the Dream Coil, so still set up with the telekinesis there. Uh-oh, Trent. Uh-oh. They killed 4.
Pretty much all because of the Puck phase shift thing. And that's something that we saw people complaining about, that there was this issue where you couldn't do it at a Chrono stuff anymore, but it looked like it was just one guy where I don't know, it was this thread that was on the front page for a while.
I saw that too, yeah.
Yeah, and it was like if you're not perfectly in line, it wasn't working, but then other people were getting it to work as long as they were perfectly in line. So James just sniping the perfect position, making sure his Puck's facing the right direction.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Get out of Chronos and shit.
What's the intention of Puck? Is it so that he can get out of those, or he cannot? Like, I feel like Puck should not be.
I think you're supposed to be able to.
Well, Chronosphere is a pretty, like, and Static Storm too, but Chronosphere more so is like a pretty, like, you're in it or you're not type thing. So the fact that it works the way that it does.
So you're not in the world.
I don't know.
That's
like
how
the way that I think about it is you're phase shifted. I guess you can blink out a phase shift, right? So and
yeah,
it doesn't.
Exactly. That's why it works.
But when you blink, you should not. You should still be in the same world. I don't know, dude. We're now getting into the lore that I don't know. I need Slacks here to determine this.
Okay, fine. Lore-wise, you're probably right.
Right. I know. Like
blink
dagger, you don't. I don't think you phase when you use blink dagger. That's the question. Do you phase when you use blink dagger into another world and then back to this one when you blink? That's the real question.
No, not when you blink. I don't think.
Well, we don't know. We don't have the answer. I don't know.
Fuck, Mott.
I mean, I'm just telling you, man.
Ice Frog, please.
All right, we're going to call up Ice Frog. He's going to give us the answer here momentarily.
I hear you got to call him on Discord these days.
Oh, really? He's not a
that's
Skype user anymore.
That's the rumor mill.
Is it?
So get a.
Who told you that?
Hope. What? That's what I didn't you hear that?
I did not hear that. I
heard he's
I'm not saying you're
man.
wrong. I'm just saying, who did you hear it from?
This is like the greatest advertisement they're ever going to get, but that was.
Ice Frog uses Discord? I better use it now.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's like I'm like 99% sure.
Well, in the end, our question will not be answered.
Call me, guys. Don't get your hopes up. Or, well, don't be worried. Whichever way on the fence you're
you know what? Yeah, I probably know who you heard it from. Anyways, HighGround about to get jumped on here by BYB. Good to the recrush. Uh-oh, Lance might die for a second time. Good force out rage turnaround. The enrage has already been used. The BKB is there, and I think they're going to try to stop this fight. But there's the Orchid. Good time lapse, though, as the Aghanim is done for Kimuel. The Dream Coil, not going to be really doing anything. It's only on DDZ. The glimpse back into the Static Storm. Yules will come out in time. Lasso onto Kimuel. Into said Static Storm. Into the Laguna Blade. James will fall as well. So despite having one throwy fight, HighGround seeming to figure it all out and learn from it and just crush it.
Yeah, I mean, it would be pretty tough to still bring that back, even with the big wipe inside the base. You're still looking at a 8.5, well, 8K deficit actually, sorry, between your Lifestealer and your Ursa. So, kind of fun though. That was a fun moment of aha.
Yes, for a moment there. For a moment there was an aha indeed. Oh, I missed that kill. I was not expecting him to go down top lane. 413 is the score. 20,000 net worth. Your tower's dead. Mighty Saber is forced using Rage. He does not have BKB for another 20 seconds, and he is dead. Good game as Winter G's forced to invest inside of a creep.
Nice.
Pretty nifty stuff.
Oh, no. No, please.
He's dead. Nothing he can do there. Raxes will fall both top and bottom, which means Mega Creeps are now up. The Bloodthorn has been completed. Telekinesis, nope, just kidding, up there. Kimuel gets Bloodthorned, and 3-shot Laguna Blade comes out onto James, who Yules himself and actually makes it into the pit in time. Awkward. This is really awkward. James just is
Talk to liver, guys. GG.
Nope.
From Felix.
Wait, did he? Yeah. Oh, no. Give me all GG first.
Oh, I didn't even see his.
You just thought it was the aggressive GG, the offensive GG?
I thought it was the you just lived and I died in fountain.
Oh, GG. That type of GG. Okay. Yeah. Well, it's not. HighGround will take the 2-0 victory. They will earn themselves $2,500. And they look good enough to beat Happy Feet today, let me tell you.
Yeah, they looked really good. That's too bad they didn't quite make it. And DDC's actually so good. It's too bad.
I mean, everybody on this team is insane.
Yeah, they played very well. I really like Mosen, too.
MTRX does not look like a guy that has a 36% win rate on Batrider. 24 assists.
He played a great Batrider. It was a fantastic game for it.
Even with that I don't even know if it was a miss skill. It was a weird skill up at level 2. He still did all right.
It was just for, I think it was trying to get kill potential on the Rubik. Just I wasn't watching top lane. But if you get like 6 stacks or something and you flame break someone, then they're going to die.
They are dead. That is true.
Yeah.
So it's not like a miss skill, but it's just something that it's sitting back a little bit.
He didn't get to take advantage of it.
Exactly.
Like, then he just ended up farming the whole time. Didn't have any really early aggression. So.
Not a great game from Execration's point. Not a great series, really. I mean, I don't want to say it, but I'm going to. They kind of got dumped on. It was not a good series for them.
They got dumped on. Yeah. Second draft was just brutal, though. I mean, that was... They owned them.
I'm going to look back to that Roche fight, man. No, it didn't. It did not. And they did eventually get Roche, and then they lost another fight with it. So they lost like 2 or 3 team fights in a row. You know, it was not good.
It was close, though, I think. Getting that double kill for Mighty Savior almost won them the game.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. They just could not quite capitalize on their timing. I'm going to look back to that Roche fight as one of the most interesting things I've seen in a while in Dota. Like, 10-minute around Roche. It wasn't like a 10-minute fight total, but... if you're just joining us, I would highly recommend watching the VOD because it was really cool. I liked the back and forth. It's not something we see. We don't really see too many 5 versus 5 fights that happen like from that point on for like they just go on for 10 minutes. You know what I mean? It just doesn't happen as much as you would expect it to. So very cool stuff there. Trent, you have any thoughts before we head out of here today?
No. Very excited for Kiev, guys. I hope you are too. It's going to be an amazing major. We got the great talent lineup there as well. All the best teams in the world. Prediction, Maud, do you have a... since I guess this will be our last cast, I think.
Oh, man. I'm always willing to go the OG route just because they're the safe bet. IG played pretty well, but what are you thinking?
My bold prediction is newbie. My likely prediction is IG.
I like both of those. I like both of those. I like newbie a lot. I'm down with that. I don't know. I think we'll probably see a Chinese team along with OG in the grand finals again. I just don't know if EG has what it takes to get and like get over that hump.
Yeah, I really want them to just like win something, man. Come on, guys.
I mean, RTZ
I believe in you.
God, RTZ is just like he needs a win. He desperately needs a win, man. Like some great players there without wins in terms of major Dota 2 tournaments. RTZ especially is up there. So. And
do you know what the best part about the major is?
What's that?
The shuffle at right after.
Oh, man. I can't wait till all the Reddit and any Dota threads. It's going to be classic.
Oh, it's going to be good.
All right. So that'll be it for us here today, guys. We will not have the grand finals until the 26th of April, which is 6 days from now, as the major will be going on up until then. Or actually, it might still be going on. Anyways, we're going to take we're going to leave you all. We'll take a break until that happens. So we'll see you right around the 26th for more SCA Kappa. Congratulations to HighGround for their 3rd place victory. And we'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.